reading and interpreting data, create bar graphs. The table below shows a type of pets for students in the third grade at Beatty's Elementary School. The dogs were 24, the cats were 18, the rabbits were 8, the turtles were 10, and the fish were 12. So which graph below shows the most reasonable scale for the information in the table? So we take a look at the first one. Notice we have the names of the animals on the bottom. On the sides we have the numbers. The numbers range from 0 through 28. Again, we have the same setup for B. Again, with the dog, cats, rabbit, turtles, and fish. And again, it goes from 0 to 80. Now the next one has the name of the pets, but then it only goes from 0 to 10. Well, C doesn't go high enough because we got to at least get to 28. B is actually too large because we do not even have to get to 80. So really the best choice would be A. So from 0 through 28. Next question. Wayne the weatherman was preparing to give his evening weather report. He called all the local weather stations to find out how much snow fell in all nearby towns during the last winter storm. Create a bar graph to show how many snow or how much snow fell in each town during the winter storm. So we have Winterland, and Winterland was 9. So what we want to do is we want to drag this up to 9. So we stop right at 9. So it shows the 9 there. Now Snow Village was at 21. So again, we want to drag this bar up to 21, and there's actually a line for the 21 just like a line for the 9. The next one is Flaketown. Now Flaketown, we want to drag this up to 15. There's a line for 15 there. And the last one is Chili City, which was at 6, and there is an actual line for 6. So actually all these actually has their own line to stop at, which is good. Next question. Alexandra created a chart and a bar graph to show how many of each type of animals she saw at the aquarium today. The turtles were 27, the seahorses were 18, the otters were 9, and the eels were 12. Label each graph on the bar graph, click each dot on the image to select an answer. So we want to go ahead and click on these buttons down here to which one represents which particular animal here. So you see the turtles were at 27, and the highest one here is 27. So when I click on the blue, I'm going to click on turtles for that. So you can see that the turtles were checked off there. Now the next one is at 12. So which animal was at 12? Well, that was the eels. So we find the eels, click off on the eels, and you can see that the eels were clicked there. Has a check mark beside their name. Let's see, 18. 18 were the seahorses. So we're going to find the seahorses, click on the seahorses, and again, if I check it, the seahorses were checked there. The last one is 9, and that was the otters. So we click on the otters. So let's check our answer, and it's correct. Next question. The table below shows different types of apples in Pitt's apple orchard. So Granny Smith apple type was 48, Gala was 36, Fuji was 60, Rome was 44, and Pink Lady is 72. Which graph below shows the most reasonable scale for the information below? So we want to find which one gives us more details with these numbers. That's very close to 72, 44, 60, 36, and 48. Okay, well this ranges from 0 to 200. So 0 to 200. I think we get a little bit closer than that. Now this goes from 0 to 56, but I believe we did pass 56. So you see that we got up to 72, so that really wouldn't show all the apples that we have. Now this one goes from 0 to 80, and 80 is a bit closer to 72 than the 200 that's listed here, because again the graph would not be as detailed because there's a lot of room that we don't need on that particular graph. So C would actually be our best choice. The elementary school principal asked teachers to report the number of students absent in each grade during the past week. create a bar graph to show how many students were absent in each grade. Okay, so the first grade, if you notice, the first grade was at 15. So we're going to drag the bar graph and stop at 15. There's our level at 15, first grade. Second grade is at 25. So we're going to drag the bar, stop it at 25. Third grade. Third grade is at 5, so we're going to stop at 5. Fourth grade is at 10. And I believe fifth grade was also 10. Fifth grade is also 10 there, so we stopped there. So again, this was a nice graph because we were able to stop at each particular number there. We're not between any number. We're not guessing or estimating. We have solid numbers here, such as the 5, the 15, the 25, and the 10s. Okay, Katharina created a chart and a bar graph to show how many dogs of each breed the animal shelter placed into good homes last year. So bulldogs, there were number of dogs were 32, greyhounds were 72, mastiffs were 56, and collies were 40. So right here we got 72. See this bar here, green bar is at 72. So which particular dog was that? Well, that was the greyhound. So we're going to make sure that we check off on the greyhounds. And if we check our answer, we see that, oh yes, we did. We checked the greyhounds. Now this next one is 56, so that's the mastiff. So the orange should be a mastiff. So we click on the mastiff, and again, if I check it, you see the mastiff has been checked. Okay, the blue's at 40, so that's the collie. So let's find the collie. Let's check on the collie. If I want to check this, you can see that the collie's been checked. Now the last dog is at 32, and I believe that was the bulldog. Yes, it is. So there's the bulldog at 32. So let's find the bulldog here. Let's check the bulldog off. Okay, let's give it a shot, and it is correct. Okay, on a family trip, Ivy's playing a game which she counts the number of different colored cars that drives past. Create a bar graph to show how many cars of each color passed Ivy's family car. So we're going to look at the chart here. We have our numbers to the left, which is the number of cars. On the bottom, we have the actual different color of cars. So the red is at 12. So we're going to drag this, stop it at 12. There's 12. So there's no debate. There's a solid 12 there. We know we stop at the 12. The blue car goes to 20. So there is a 20. So we stop right there at the 20. The silver car is 12, so that's the same as the red car. Now the black car is at 16, so we drag this up. There it is. There's a 16 right there, so we stop there. No question about that. And the green car is at 4. And again, there is a 4 there, so we know exactly where to stop it at.